Hello, DDO Cast fans. Just gonna be hanging out on Romania, going through the Epic Destinies for Update 51. This is the second preview. Just figured I'd hop on here and kind of go through some of the stuff, because some people might want to get it a little earlier. This is the content creator preview. It'll be open for everyone tomorrow, so not a whole lot of time to wait for that. But I thought I'd kind of go through some of the trees and look at what's new and kind of give some first takes thoughts on it. And we'll be talking about this over the next couple weeks, and we should be having a show this weekend as well to talk about some of the stuff. Well, but I'm gonna go kind of through stuff in a little bit finer of detail and go kind of line by line, just kind of look at stuff. All right, Shiradi Champion. Let's see, Favor, you gain the magical training feat. Each core ability, including this one, grants +8 range power, 50 spell points, and 5 universal force and universal spell power. In addition, it grants you +1 epic bonus to spell DCs. Only the highest epic bonus to spell DCs you get from Destiny cores applies. I'm sure we'll see that later. Vision, your attacks have Ghost Touch, and you bypass 5% dodge for fortification. If you have the Holy Strike feat, double the dodge and for bypass. That's kind of fun. Audience with the Queen gets some tea. When you rest at a shrine, you pop off for some tea and randomly get a beneficial effect. These effects will last for 10 minutes. Still not sure I like that change to tea with the Queen. Kind of like choosing when I'm going to do a little more than that. Especially for a longer fight. Prism. So here's your Destiny Mantle. Range and thrown attacks have 7% chance to deal 1d100 extra damage of a random type. Damage scales with 200% range power. Your offensive spells have a 14% chance to deal extra damage. Why is it higher? Okay. Damage deals 100% of the type spell power, so twice as much, but less spell power. Sure. Let's see, wild magics, 100 spell points and 5 universal and force spell power. Good luck, +3 luck bonus to all saving throws and skills. If you had the luck of Hero's Feat, double the bonus. Okay. Shiradi Strike, ooh, what do we got? Fey Lights, an SLA. Enemies in a cone must make a save. Versus Will, Fort, and Reflex for Daze, Blind, and Silence effect. Oh, that's kind of fun. Hunt's End. Your next shot with a range or thrown weapon has plus 75% damage. This shot has plus 16 to critical threat range. So both of those are only one. Be interesting later. Phase Sights, +6 to listen, search, and spot, and you're immune to blindness. +3 charge empathetic link, +3 charges of wild empathy. Yay. Healing spring. Okay, will cost 1 wild empathy charge. Cast vigor on multiple targets. Let's see, anything else in there? Only 1 vigor spell can be active at a time, with the most beneficial taking priority. If multiple vigor spells are cast on the same target, then the duration is extended. So I guess you could just like dump all of your wild empathy charges into mass vigor and let it go to town for a while. Let's see, Shiradi Power, Beguiling Charm. Target must make a will save versus enchantment bonuses or be charmed. Charmed isn't great anymore. Pin. Okay, so you got pin in here. +3 W. If a moving enemy is hit, they are slowed for 12 seconds. Slowed? It's supposed to hold them in place. It's less exciting. 15-second cooldown. Ooh, feels longer. Phase double, so 6% double shot. Sure. Stay. So you have to choose stay good or stay frosty now. The stay frosty. Gotta spend some points to look at these. The stay frosty. 7% chance to deal 3d20 extra cold damage. Offensive spells have a 14% chance to proc. This light damage? Editing check. Rank 3, enemies hit by your range attacks have a 20% chance to be slowed for 10 seconds. Enemies hit by your offensive spells have a 30% chance. Why is spells so much higher chance? I don't understand why spells have a higher chance. That seems kind of strange. Let's see. So let's look at stay good. So range and thorn attacks are 3d20. The damage looks like it's the same. Enemies hit by your range attacks have a 20% chance to be blinded. 30% for spells to be blinded for 10 seconds. Boy. Stay Frosty seems like a clear winner. I would much rather have the slow effect than a blindness effect, personally, because I like to run away from things. Now we got double rainbow. While on your prism, Destiny Mantle, 7% chance for random targets. So that's what it is now, more or less. Pierce Deception. You gain the Watch Fly feat. If you have it already, you get +5 double shot. Okay. If you're already gonna take it, great. I don't know that I would take just to get 5% double shot. Take that and spend 2 points. Probably not. Otto's Whistlery. If enemies hit by pin are not moving, they must make a reflex save or be immobilized. Oh, okay, cool. If enemies hit by pin are moving, they must make a save or dance. Okay, so I like this now. So pin can do. It's one attack for both. I like that better, actually. So just use the attack, and if they're either going to be moving or not moving if you hit them, and you're going to get something great. That's way better than trying to pick the right one and time the right one. Love that. Enemies charmed, greater beguiling charm. Enemies charmed deal double damage with attacks and spells while under the effects of beguile. Okay, I mean that's better. Let's see. Let's check. Where was Pin at? Oh, that's Hunt's End. Go. Yeah, so if you're doing this as a caster, the charm is good. If you're doing it as not a caster, I think that's even better. Ooh, upgrade Hunt's End. Let's see. Fey Flash. Fey Lights now additionally affects undead, plants, constructs, and oozes who would normally be immune to such effects. Cool. Increase Hunt's End damage by opponents by 75%. So it puts it at 150. Shiradi Magic. So DCs for Conjuration, Enchantment, Illusion, Transmutation. Okay. Excuse me. Whirling Wrists, plus 30% attack speed with thrown weapons. So that's still on the tree, but it's way higher. Take more investment to get to. Overwhelming Force, upgrade for Hunt's End. And Fey Flare, the day's portion is now a stun. Or upgrade Overwhelming Force to 75%, so we get to 225. Enemy of my own, you gain the favorite enemy Fey Feat. Cool. Dealing damage to enemies reduces their AC by 1 and fortification by 2%. Stacks 10 times. That's a little different than what it did in Alive. I think that was increasing your damage. While in your Prism, or your Destiny Mantle, you gain DR 10 Cold Iron and +5 Force and Universal Spell Power. Look, here's the thing. 10 DR is not that good. It's really not that good. Things hit way harder than that, and taking 10 damage off of 1,000 is almost meaningless. So, not impressed. Oh, Stay 2. Upgrade, Stay Frosty, and good. Let's see. While in your Prism stance, you have a 7% chance to freeze living creatures for 6 seconds. Yeah, increase that. Change DR to percentage. Yes, please. Stay still. Okay, so 7% chance to paralyze living creatures. Note that it's the same for attacks and spells here. So you can either freeze them or paralyze them. I'm still going to say Stay Frosty is better, because either way, you're going to hold them in place, and presumably getting helpless damage for both of these. Probably the freezing, you might need like adamantine to get through. That happens, but I still like Stay Frosty better. It's still hold them in place and stop them from doing things and get helpless damage, and then it's just slow versus blindness. And I'm going to pick slow every time. Control, +3 to all spell DCs. Okay. Lore of the Hunt, ranged weapons get +1 critical damage multiplier on rolls of 19 to 20. Cool. Feywild Attunement. Every 4 wilderness lore feats grant you 1% dodge. You are always considered to be in point-blank shot range. While wielding longbows and shortbows, you have a base attack bonus equal to your character level and +10 force and universal spell powers. Okay, the important thing here that people are probably going to miss, always considered to be in point-blank shot range. That's huge, because you have to be within that range for sneak attack damage, and there's not a lot of ways to increase. I think Deepwood Stalker is like the only place that you can get that increases that point-blank shot range. And kind of the meta with bows right now is to go more towards Horizon Walker than Deepwood Stalker. And you had to go to the capstone of Deepwood Stalker to get that full point-blank shot range. Now you can get it from here. That's big. Epic moment. Select an epic moment. Oh, that's fun. Inexorable Advance. For 30 seconds, you gain +30 range power. You can move while still gaining Archer's Focus stacks. That's going to be popular. You do not take the normal 20% damage penalty while using improved precise shot. Also popular. You also gain a 30% action boost bonus to movement speed for the duration. Okay, so the ability says cooldown 10 minutes. At the bottom, it says cooldown 5 minutes. I'm going to guess it's 5 because I think that's what most of the other ones are. That's going to be popular for ranged people. Moving while Archer's Focus, that's cool. All right, Mass Chaos. Enemies in an area are confused with no save for 30 seconds. Gain 1 stack of Fey Chaos and apply a stack of Fey Chaos on hitting non-player, non-hireling targets while confused. This creature takes 5% more damage from all sources for 10 seconds. The effect can stack up to 10 times. All stacks will expire after not gaining new ones for 10 seconds. How do you get more stacks? Enemies in an area are confused with no save. They gain 1. You gain 1 stack and apply it to hitting non-player, non-hireling. This is confusing. I'm confused by the epic moment that does confusion. That feels appropriate. Yeah, okay. I mean, if you're in this tree and you're going all the way up as a caster and not a ranged, then cool. I'm not sure that this is gonna be a super pop. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this for like my castery type. Obviously, I need to look at the other ones, but okay. So Hunt's End was at 225% damage. Tapped out there. What is it on live? 300%? 400%? I don't remember off the top of my head. But cooldown is only 8 seconds. I think it's longer on live. Hey, Linabelle, or whoever's designing it, if you're listening, you don't need to put cooldown at the top and then put the cooldown at the bottom. You put it in one place or the other. This feels like a win for Shiradi Champion. I like a lot of the stuff here for ranged. The epic moment is pretty fun. For 30 seconds, getting to ignore the hindrances from Archer's Focus or improved precise shot. Cool. Yeah, I like this so far. Not sure I'm sold on it for a caster, just like with Shadow Dancer, but Arcane Archer might get some benefit out of here. I don't think there's anything that's... Yeah, maybe a little bit. But good archer tree, good throwing weapon, like throwing tree does what it's supposed to do. So I think that's a win there. Well, thanks for hanging out tonight. Hopefully this was helpful for folks. I'll probably have some videos up on DDOcast on YouTube over the next couple of days, just to kind of go through the various trees and stuff and whatnot. Check us out at DDOcast.com for our weekly news and discussion podcast show. And also check out we play other games and do some tabletop D&D and that kind of fun stuff as well. You can find me on Twitter at DDOcast as well. Thanks for watching.